Hello, Dali. Today, we'd like you to demonstrate to our followers how you welcome the overseas client for the factory visit. I would like you to demonstrate the whole process and share all your good knowledge and tips to our followers. Okay.
With great pleasure.
All right, let's go. So we are here at the lobby, right?
So the lobby, so we explain a little bit the lobby with a welcome sign.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll always put the name of our client to make sure you feel comfortable. And what is the key point is to show the knowledge to our client. We need to show value. So we go first to the sample room to see what samples do we have, explain the history of our company.
So first of all, you put a very good personalized individual welcome sign on the welcome screen, and the client will feel like
personalized, unique,
and flattered.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then here, it's important, I think many people forget to show the history of the company. So how the company was born, was the idea behind the company. And the key points that I'm talking always is the mission, vision, and core value. And this is very important that everyone who show the factory, they show that they have a long-term future because their vision and their mission is related to what their plan is in the next future. The same for the history of development. So each factory should really show from where they are from and where they are going to.
Yes.
And this is also what give clients a feeling of security and stability in your next
the history
coming
of
years.
The company, the value of the company, the mission, and the accomplishment, achievement of the company is step by step.
Yeah.
Okay.
The other
knowledge.
Exactly. The other point is knowledge, is to explain about the product and the evolution of the product, also from where we started and where we continue to grow. And the same here, we can give like a small presentation of how the factory work, from what we started and how we produce, in fact. Or we can leave a small video, but anyway, the idea is to explain all the point and all the process.
I have something to share, because sometimes, you were in China, we visit many factories too.
Yes.
The first thing they do is invite you to watch a very long introduction video, right? Like 10 minutes sitting there watching like a movie.
No, never show a video, because if you show a video, it means you're hiding your lack of knowledge. So you need to really explain by yourself so client can interact with you and ask you question. While if you put a video, the client will not have the ability to talk to you, and he will just think that you don't do what's necessary to convince him.
Yes.
So then you have, of course, the samples. So you show what are the latest samples you are doing, what products, etc. So no matter what is your product, can be industrial, can be food, can be cars, whatever it is. So this is very important. One thing also, what we value here is to show where is our presence. Clients cherish a lot your experience and where do you already sell. A client will be more convinced to work with you if he sees that you already export.
Meanwhile, you introduce the management
the
team,
core people of the
core
company.
team, who are the leaders of the team.
Exactly. Of course, key point is certification process. Some of the key partners with who we work and with who we establish many businesses.
And also we will demonstrate a lot of project cases, right?
Yeah.
And all these
exactly.
good examples.
And explain them in detail so client know what we're talking about. Okay, let's go to production.
Welcome, Mr. Dalibo from Green Energy. Yeah. So this is the personalized welcome sign. Yeah. A client will really appreciate that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to the factory. Before the client really arrive in the factory, what kind of preparation you would advise the factory to prepare well before the client comes?
For me, one key point is cleanliness.
Yes.
It's always cleanliness.
Cleanliness, yeah.
It's number one, because by cleanliness everywhere. I mean, from the production line to the bathroom.
Bathroom.
Bathroom is very important.
Yeah.
Because if you just focus on production line and not the rest, they'll think like you're just putting the dust under the carpet. Like they used to do in the cartoon. So everything needs to be clean. Everything needs to show that we have a certain standard.
I think in many cases within the factory, they pay more attention to final product, but they don't really take care of the environment.
And this is what created doubt to the client, because he think, if you're not clean, if you're not organized, if your process is not strict, then how I will make sure that my product will last long?
I mean, especially for European or some clients from developed countries, they're more focusing on the process because they come over to the factory. They want to check the process, how you respect the process, how you respect the environment.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this is the key point.
All right. So let's go to the production.
Let's go to the production line.
Let's go. So you see that wherever you go is like spotless, you know, like you go just clean, you know, this is very important. It's like the 5S you have to do with your factory. This is the daily, really a daily management.
Routine.
Okay.
So of course the idea for you is to make sure that you come with a prepared speech. So don't hesitate to prepare a script before the client comes also.
Memorize it.
Memorize it. Some key point you would like to say, to talk about is very important. So as you see here in this case, the spotless, the cleanness is very obvious. In our factory, even if it's not working now because of the new year,
and maintenance,
the maintenance is here, it's always clean. So what I like to show is always the layout of the production. And it is a big problem. Many leaders don't teach the sales to explain well to client. So I always explain the layout, where we are, how do we start production, and where we will go.
And the process.
And the working process. This is very important because if I know how to explain that, then the client will know that it's the culture of the company to have a strict process and a strict logic in that.
This is something I would like to add more information, because every time we visit different factories, and the manager who received the clients, who were talking to the client, they were like always lack of knowledge. They were looking at the production manager or the quality manager, like when client come up with the one question, they're always lost, right? This is like a very key information to our followers. Before you receive the client, you must know all the process.
It's our
Think
secret.
about like a Q&A.
Know your process, exactly. Be ready for any question.
Yes.
Be ready for any question.
If sometimes the client really asks some difficult question, you can say like, let me find out before I say anything wrong information. But there's a way that you should really prepare yourself before receiving the training.
Exactly.
Training
is what is important.
Okay.
Let's go. So we'll always explain the beginning of the production, what is the function of each machinery, what do they do, and how, for example, I like to show also that the machinery are new when you have a new machinery, because the client then will know that the factory reinvests in the production, so the vision of the long term is more secure. So that's why every machinery that you have, you need to show and explain the year, explain the production capacity also of each machinery is very important.
Also that some little details matters, like the cleanness of the machinery, maintenance, like the client, even though you have a machine maybe a couple of years ago you installed, but you maintain it well, you know. Even do something before the client arrives. You know, this is something we always tell the team.
Always pay attention to that.
Yes.
Then, of course, it's important to focus on the quality control point that you have in different aspects of your production line. I always check that when I go in the factory. I always check, where do you check the product? How many times? So what is the process of checking?
So it's very important to show how you control the quality to the client, right? A lot of clients come to visit factory is to see how you manage the quality control, right? This is very important. When you show the production to the clients, this must be shown. Otherwise, the client think like you're hiding something if you don't show me how to control the quality.
Exactly, and you need to show that you control it at a different step, not only at the end, not only at the finished product. Because if you do that at the finished product, that means defect might happen later.
Usually we show to the client from beginning to the end, how you receive the material. We have the incoming material quality control process, laboratory tests, all this kind of process you need to show to the client. And the middle of the production, how you control the quality during the production and the finished product quality control point, and this, if you show this whole process to the client will think you are a reliable company, right?
Exactly.
Because there is a whole process of the quality control. This really matters.
It's really matter, and to explain it well really matter. As a sales, as a entrepreneur or business leader, I need to show that to my clients, so I give them confidence. And sometimes even your factory is small, but since your process is so good, the client will choose you instead of a big supplier.
And when you are small, there is an advantage of being small. You can do more customization for the client, right? And you have more flexibility in the production. You can do all this customization that client wants, and more flexible in the production. So this is being advantage being small. Don't be afraid like, I have a small factory. No, you show the whole process. You show that you are, even if you are small, but you have the whole process. The cleanness is there, the control is there, and the willingness to develop product for the client. The client will appreciate that, right?
And don't forget, those factories are big today, they were small one day. So I mean, they did something to succeed. So anyway, we come up almost at the end of the production line. So again, at the end, there's the quality controls that we always do in every single product. And of course, here we can show that we are packing product. So client will appreciate that we have finished product ready to load, and this is very good. And this is what also gives confidence. And you see, even in the loading area, it's very clean. So cleanliness matters from the beginning till the end. And this is where you always need to focus on that. And again, explain how do we load, how do we pack. Also give a brief introduction of how each product is checked and that is a follow-up. And client always focus on that follow-up after sales service.
If the company has good system, also show the client the traceability of the quality control. Like they can track if there is a defect. They find at the end how you can trace the whole production process, where you can find the problem. For example, in our company, we have a MES system. So each step is digitally registered in our MES system. So we have all the traceability. Every product has a barcode. But you need to show the client how you do it well, how you can ensure the quality to the clients.
And key point, say what you do better than the others. Do not hesitate to say, we do this that many others don't do. Of course, we don't say negativity to others, but we have to say where we are better than the others.
We do more than the others.
Where we do more than the others, it's very, very important. I see many factories, they forget to mention or they don't know what it is. And this is what they need to look for. What I'm doing better than the others. And that's why it's very important.
Also, don't hesitate to discuss with your manager, your production manager. Everyone should be on the same page to arrange well the visit before the client come. Have a short meeting. What should we show to the clients? What we should not, and have a synchronization with all the team. Not like you come and they don't know there's a client coming. This is really bad. Prepare very well before the clients come. Every client visit is important. Why? Now you can explain why the very client visit.
Because this is where you can close the deal. If the visit is very well done, the client will close the deal because they will feel secure to place their money in you. They feel secure that the product will work well. They feel secure that your factory has a good process and that the factory has a future. So the idea for us is when we start a deal with a client is to make sure it lasts many years, because it's easier to maintain a client than to develop every time new clients.
Also, one thing we would like to tell, because overseas clients, they travel to China usually more than 10, 12, 20 hours, even if it's from Latam or from the other side of the world. So they spend so much energy and expenses to come over. They really want to close the deal, right? Otherwise, they will not make an appointment with you if they don't show interest. So every client visit is important. Cherish it, and if you do well,
so for example,
close the deal.
In our case, I would say 90% of the clients who come to visit us, they close the deal with us. So we're still working to get 100%. But that means that if you do it well, you increase your chances of success. Don't take it lightly. Do it seriously. Prepare it well. Take all the tips that we told you in this video and you will be very successful.
Hope this video is very useful for you. Follow us, we will share more useful tips. Thank you, bye bye.